Hey everybody, it's Annabeth with Sending Shoeboxes, and it's good to be back and be here with a budget video. So I'm excited to share sort of the budget that we have and what we follow, and hopefully that'll help you guys out. But I just want to say, if I don't cover something or don't answer a question that maybe has been on your mind about budget, if I have the answers, I would love to answer them. Please comment below, and maybe I'll make a part 2 of this video just to cover whatever questions might be asked. If no questions, then that's great, and I hope that this helps you and at least gives you like a starting point if you're looking to have a budget at your church, start workshops, or whatever it may be. So I think overall it's pretty simple. We're going to just go with a budget, let's say, of $10,000. And you may not have that much. You may have more. I don't know. I don't know what you have, but we're just going to go there. And I have this sheet that we're going to look at. And this sort of explains like what our team will pay for an item. Now, this is something that we have heavily researched. We have tried different products. The products we choose maybe are not the products you would choose. So I would definitely just say, find products that you feel like, okay, this is a must for us, and figure out what the cost of that item is so you can add it into your budget. So for us, the past couple years, we've really liked these toothbrushes that we buy on Amazon. We send 2 in a box, and these are just what the team has gotten together and the team approve, and they come out to 22 cents after tax. All these numbers have the tax included in them, because the first year we did this, we did not add tax. And that just threw off the budget by the end of the year. We accomplished our goal because things were donated, so much was donated, but it just wasn't, it was a stressor that was unneeded that, in hindsight, make sure we had the tax this year around, or this past year. So we've found that we can do a full box, a well-rounded box, for $15. Now, I will say that price does sometimes vary for the boys 10 to 14. So we only spend $5 on a wow gift. We won't spend more than that unless it's for soccer balls. And they are always around $6 or so with a pump. And we get those from like Western Star. Somebody said something, I haven't tried them, but I saw that on a Facebook group. There's a wowsupplies.com or wowsupply.com that is just like Operation Christmas Child bulk ordering. And I saw that this year. I'll be very interested to try them out too, because their soccer ball prices right now are $6. And that's that's definitely a good price. And I believe that comes with a pump. I mean, this is new to me, so that site is new to me. But I would definitely check it out. But the boys' soccer balls is the only one that takes us over that $5. But we know that we can get baby dolls for like $3 at Walmart. They're really cute. One of our members, she always picks them up. They're very cute. I'll have to show one in a video sometime. And there's other things that we always find on sale that we know we can get under $5. So that is a little bit of a guessing game, but in general, our budget is $5 a wow gift. And so we really stick to this budget, heavily. So like I said, you'll see everything listed. Now, there's certain things like toothbrushes. Last year, it was about 24 cents a toothbrush. This year, the reason I was able to get them at 22 cents a toothbrush is because on Amazon, when you subscribe, you can do the subscribe and save. When you do that, we got 10% off of the toothbrushes, which meant after tax only came out to 22 cents, which that's even better. Because last year when we did not have the tax included and they were 24 cents, we thought we were paying 22, they came out to 24. I hope this isn't confusing, by the way. That extra 2 cents per toothbrush when we're buying as much as we are added up very quickly, and we had to take from other areas. So yeah, so like I said, you would definitely with your team have to decide what your essential must be in every box thing is. And you, like I said, you may look at this list and say, well, I feel like you need this in your list. And I'm not the only person in my group. We have a wonderful team of people, and we have to agree as a team what is the smartest way to spend this the budget. And a lot of times the things that like maybe somebody wants to add that we just don't have the budget for, a lot of times those things get donated, or people will ask, hey, is there anything that you guys would like? And we might say, hey, we couldn't afford this in our budget, but these would be great things to keep an eye out for. And we end up, the Lord always provides, and we end up overfilling our boxes, which is great. So yes, so hopefully this list is a big help to you. Like I said, these are things that I have spent a lot of time researching. I've gone on multiple different websites. I've checked out different prices, compared, and a lot of the time, especially with important things like toothbrushes or whatever it may be, or the drawstring backpacks, we always try the item out before we do it. Like the drawstring backpacks, I always get in bulk on Amazon. There's a couple different sellers that we buy from, and I mean, I've used them, my kids use them, and my kids are young, so they usually, really put something through a good test, and they worked fine for us. So a couple of the other things that we do have to keep in mind for budget for our church is that there's a couple other things other than what goes in the shoebox that our budget has to be used for. So as I give you this list of the other items, I'm just gonna sort of just start with that $10,000 budget and show you everything, and we're just gonna minus it out, and you can see how it all adds up and where it all goes. Some of these things may not apply to you, your group, your church, but I'm just going to tell you how we do it, and then you can obviously change those things around, like, oh, we didn't need to budget for that because of this or that. So we're a drop-off location, so we have some things in there that if you're not a drop-off location, you might not have to consider or add into your budget. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you those things because it is something we're already budgeting for, and it gives you just even more to think about. And if you do, if you are a drop-off location, then hopefully that'll help. So like I said, we started out with a $10,000 budget. With that budget, we have figured that we can do 500 boxes. That at 500 boxes at $15 a box comes out to $7,500. So if we take that away from our $10,000, now we're left with $2,500. And this is when it'll start getting into the extra things like workshop stuff and whatnot. So from that $2,500, we allot $100 per workshop for workshop supplies. Now we start our workshops in February and we end in November. And so, well, technically the last workshop is the packing party, so we don't need the workshop money. But so in total, we do 9 actual real workshops where people come put things together. And we do $100 per workshop. And that's for things like, oh, we're gonna unbox Barbies and we bought organza bags so that they could put the Barbies in the organza bags. Or we needed to buy Ziploc bags because we're gonna be taking puzzles out of the boxes and putting them in bags so that they stay together but fit better than the big box in, the shoebox. So Ziploc bags, rubber bands, anything that the team might need for a workshop, labels, permanent markers for people to help us write things down or log things, anything you might need for a workshop. So that would be a total, if we have 9 workshops at $100 a workshop, that's $900. So if you take that $900 from the $2,500, then we're left with $1,600. And from that, I would take our shoe boxes. Now, we have to ourselves pay for the shoe boxes for our congregation as well as for our workshop. They're sort of separate things. We try to make it like an extra thing. We're adding to what the congregation is doing with our workshop, not trying to take away. We try to tell people that we're trying to add to the total of what the congregation's already doing. So with our 500 boxes, I got to look down at my notes to make sure I'm giving you all the right information. So for 50 boxes, it's $33. Now that is cardboard boxes. we're just doing cardboard boxes for our workshops because we just can't afford to do the plastic. Now, some people, that's all they do, and that's awesome. It's just not what we can afford for what we're trying to do. But for 500 boxes plus shipping, it comes out to $365. If you take that away, you're left with $1,235. So I sort of separated these two. So we also have to buy the church boxes. I did slightly estimate how much it would cost, because when we buy boxes for our congregation, we buy mostly cardboard boxes, but we also buy a couple cartons of the plastic because we do have some people who really prefer that at our church, and we like to provide those. We just don't do the bulk of our boxes that way. For us, we just don't have the budget to reach the what our goal is at our church. So I estimated it would cost us about $950 for the boxes for our congregation. Now, if you take that away, you're left with $285. From that number, next is hospitality. Now, hospitality is small. We do $15 a workshop. And what hospitality is for us is like coffee, donuts, maybe, one week we do donuts, the next week we do cookies, then maybe a different week we do like cheese and crackers. And we always have water bottles there. We're there for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So we always provide a small snack. It's not big. And we've only budgeted, like I said, $15 for that. Like, we buy a big thing of coffee. That allows us all the workshops. We only have to buy that one time. And then every other time it's just buying, like I said, some donuts, or, most of the budget just goes to the food. Coffee is like a one-time, maybe 2-time purchase, depending on how big of a thing we get. So $15 a workshop, 9 workshops, comes out to $135. If you take that away, we're left with $150. And that $150 that's left over after all that, something that you would do if you were a drop-off location. So this may not apply to you, this may apply, but renting a U-Haul. Now, it's been donated to us before, so we're really blessed that we haven't always had to pay for that. Now, this past year we did have to pay for that, but we had so much left over in different areas it wasn't an issue. And I think it cost like $150 for us, maybe $130, right around there, because we have to transport all the boxes that we receive to the central drop-off location. So we rent a U-Haul typically. Now, you could just get a bunch of people in your congregation who have trucks to do it. I mean, there's multiple ways to do it that you could do it for free. It's just something that we've always done. We might do it differently this year. We've talked about that, maybe having a couple of the people from church with trucks go out there. So it's just, like I said, one of those things that's more of like a question mark. You may not have to put it in your budget because, you guys don't have to deal with that portion of it. But like I said, there's probably some things on here that you're like, okay, well, I don't have to do that. I don't have to pay for that. So you can just add that into making more boxes. So your box number may be higher. And so hopefully this gives you an idea of like what we're doing. And like I said, you could definitely change things around and fit it to your budget. So yeah, I hope that, that's all very clear. And like I said, if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. If I haven't touched on something that you're really like curious about, and maybe I've just looked over and haven't, I just missed it this time around, just let me know. And I'd love to try to come back, maybe make another video and give you guys more information. So yeah, workshops are so fun. And like I said, doing it with our congregation and the way we do it has really just been exciting to see everybody get so pumped up about it. And the passion and like the energy that everybody has for OCC has just grown significantly. So all good things. But yeah, so I hope this video helped you guys. I hope I gave you enough information. And again, like I said, please reach out in the comment section if you have any more questions. And I hope you guys have a great week. Y'all be blessed. See you later. Bye.